What's happening, my Jack family? Coach Scott here, jackedafter40.com and shreddedafter40.com. Welcome to another episode of the Jacked After 40 podcast. Today we're going to talk about abs, genetics, and optimizing your Jacked After 40 lifestyle. Each of these topics comes from different conversations that I've had with my clients during this past week, and I really find that we learn and grow so much more from these kind of intimate discussions rather than reading textbooks or research paper or anything like that, which is why I really appreciate anytime you drop a comment down below and get involved in the discussion about the topics that I'm covering in these podcasts, my YouTube videos. So if you could do me a favor and drop a comment down below on this podcast. Really appreciate your insights, feedback, and thoughts on these topics here, and any other topics that you'd like to address that you find that would benefit us, our fellow men over 40. Let's kick things off by talking about abs and an incredible conversation I had on Saturday afternoon after I posted a picture sitting in my backyard sipping on a coffee whiskey after I had just enjoyed some cheesecake, some brownie, cookie, and it was just a fun-filled day full of great conversations with friends, family, loved ones. I was overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude and just really grounded in the moment, just really soaking up my surroundings, just really amazed by the beauty and the wonder that's around me. And this client sent a message to me saying that it's not said often enough that we are so much more than just defined abs. And this is way different than every other conversation I've had in regards to this topic. You'll see posts out there saying that we're so much more than abs, like kind of steering you away from don't chase abs aren't going to make you happy. Then you'll hear other people say, why don't you just live a little? Like, if you have abs, they assume that if you have abs, you don't get to enjoy your favorite treats. And all of that couldn't be further from the truth. It's a big reason why I keep things so raw and real with my podcast, with my YouTube channel, just showing you that I do indeed live my life to the fullest. I couldn't be, well, maybe I could be happier, but in this moment, I'm incredibly happy. I enjoy all my favorite treats in moderation. I enjoy how I feel. And when it comes to abs, yeah, like abs do make me happy. I enjoy having abs. They are congruent with who I am. It's congruent with my inner nature, but it's just a small segment of what brings joy to my life. It's just a small part of who I am. I am so much more than just my defined abs. And living life to the fullest for me is enjoying cheesecake when I want it, sitting in the backyard, grounded in that moment, sipping on my coffee, whiskey, or a craft beer, and just soaking in my surroundings. I love nature. I love my nature walks with my parents. I love spending time with them and just exploring our surroundings together, sharing those moments together, sharing moments with my children, sharing moments with my dog, sharing moments with my friends and my family. There's so much more. I love sunrises, sunsets. I have so much to be grateful for in life. There's so many different things that bring joy and happiness to me. Oftentimes it's the simple little things that bring joy to my life. But yeah, abs are a small part of what makes me happy. They are a small part of who I am. They are congruent with who I am. And the important message here is that if you want to get lean after 40, you want to get abs, whether it's a 2-pack, a 4-pack, a 6-pack, whatever it is that you are striving for, it's really important that you do so in a way that incorporates all the joys in your life. Like for myself, personally, I love being outdoors in nature. I love getting out for my walks with my dog. I love getting out for hikes with my parents. So I live an active lifestyle doing the things that I enjoy. I freaking love weight training. I am a hardcore bodybuilder at heart. I just love the feel of cold iron in my hands. I love training. I love the pump. So I'm doing a style of training that resonates with me, that suits me, that brings joy to my day. I'm doing the activities, the walking, the hiking that I enjoy. I love bike riding. I'm not going to go and jog because I don't enjoy jogging so much anymore. I can't wait to be paddleboarding and can't wait to be kayaking and can't wait to just do fun activities, not just alone in a gym, but with friends and family and loved ones, so we get to enjoy the experience together. We get to create memories together, and doing those activities together is part of the process that allows me to get abs, get lean, stay lean after 40. And when it comes to nutrition, I enjoy every meal that I eat, and I enjoy the cooking process. I am learning to prepare different meals to just add more flavor, add more variety to my palate here, and just enjoying the whole process of fueling my body, nourishing my body with quality, nutrient-rich foods that allow me to feel my best, perform my best, energize me, allow me to focus better, just right across the board, living my life to the fullest because of the quality nutrition that I'm consuming, yet also enjoying all of my favorite foods, enjoying all of my favorite treats, working them into my calorie budget for the week, so I don't feel deprived. I don't feel like anything is forbidden. I feel like this is my personal natural eating tendencies, and getting out with friends, enjoying food with friends, family, loved ones. I love hitting up microbreweries with some of my bros and enjoying some craft beers and enjoying some pizza with them, just creating memories, creating experiences, doing it all guilt-free, again, because I've learned to consume these meals in moderation and working into my calorie budgets for the week. Even when I'm not tracking calories, I'm well aware intuitively that I can fit it in there by reducing what I'm consuming throughout the day in order to meet that meal, or throughout the week in order to really enjoy that experience to the fullest with my friends, with my loved ones, because those experiences, those memories, that is living life to the fullest. And you can do so, you can enjoy those experiences and still get lean after 40, stay lean after 40, have abs, and just really soak it all up. And I guess the final take-home message here is that to be aware, if you're going for abs, one of your goals is to get abs and you think that abs are going to make you happy, yes, it can be one aspect of your life that makes you happy. Don't lose sight of all the other things in your life that bring you joy. Again, work in all those things that bring you joy into this process of getting abs. So getting abs is just one more thing that adds to the list that brings that joyful experience, the joyful feeling to your life, makes you feel a little bit fulfilled. But just realize that you are not going to be defined by your abs, that you are so much more than just your physical appearance. There's so much more to you. There's so much more that can bring joy to your life. It's a worthy goal of going after, especially if it's congruent with who you are, congruent with your inner nature as well. But yeah, don't let it consume you. Don't sacrifice all the other joys in your life just to get abs, thinking that once you get abs, that's the end all be all. No, having abs is just a small part of the overall picture that can bring some joy to your life. But again, don't sacrifice all the other areas. You really want to make sure that you are this process of getting lean and staying lean after 40 and getting abs and having abs, keeping your abs is going to enhance all areas of your life, not take away from it. And now we're going to continue on the topic of abs, but in the sense of genetics and the genetic structure of your abdominals. I have a client who is near the end of his cutting phase, really freaking lean, just crazy shredded details all over the place, but the lower abs just weren't showing the detail. And he's never been this lean before, really doesn't know the full structure of his abs, and it really can be tough to get a good gauge of, do you actually have a six-pack? There's a lot of men over there who only have a four-pack. They're not gonna have, you just don't genetically have six-pack abs. No matter how lean you get, no matter how many crunches you do or hanging knee raises you do, you're just not going to ever get a six-pack. And there's some guys who have been genetically blessed with an eight-pack, although I do kind of think that an eight-pack looks weird. It's kind of an odd thing, maybe because it's so unusual to see. There's just so few people that have an eight-pack. So working with your own personal genetics, your own personal structure, and being happy with that, because you want to make sure, again, it comes to that whole comparison game, really being careful that you don't compare yourself to others, especially when your genetic makeup is different, your genetic structure is different, and you can't beat yourself up if you don't have naturally broad shoulders. Like I am definitely grateful that I was born with long clavicle bones here that give me some great width. So even from the back, it looks like I got, it's very easy for me to have a very nice V taper there, but it's very tough for me to build thickness. I think for most of us, we got some areas that we are genetically gifted in, and other areas that are just we're cursed with not the best genetics. I could blame my calves on genetics. It's very, not just the musculature, but maybe even just my gait, my natural walking patterns and all this stuff has made it difficult for me to build calves. I bust my butt trying to grow my calves, and then I see other guys who have never done a calf raise in their life, and they just got these freaking massive cows at their lower leg there. So again, I'm not going to compare myself to those guys. I just have to focus on, it's what I'm working with right now, work it to the best of my abilities. That's all I can ever ask of myself. I can't change the genetic structure of my calves. I can't change my genetic structure so I can add some more thickness to my back and my chest. I just gotta work with what I have. My arms grow super easy. I wish my calves grew as easy as my arms do, because I just have to look at a weight and my arms seem to grow. So we all have certain muscle groups that respond better than others do. But yeah, just the topic of genetics and genetic structure. And some people, I have some clients, actually this one particular client here that has some loose skin. I've got other clients who had a little bit of loose skin, and no matter how lean you get, kind of having that little bit of loose skin there makes it very difficult to see the lower ab detail, even if you actually have the six-pack abs there. So it's tough. It's again, making sure that you're not playing that comparison game, not making sure that you aren't beating yourself up over your genetics, because that's something you just can't control. You can't control your genetic structure. You just got to work with what you have to the best of your abilities and appreciate what you have. I mean, it's a gift. We're able to improve our physique. Us personally, we're unique. That makes us special. It's appreciate that. Don't try to be like anybody else. Be your best self. That's really what matters. So yeah, it's genetics. It can be a head game. You've got to let it go. And the final conversation I want to talk about is optimizing your lifestyle to get jacked after 40. I've had some recent videos here. I think the last video I posted was about using Maca to optimize your hormones. I've recorded a podcast in the past about optimizing your lifestyle with Aaron Sanchez, one of my clients, where he shared how he uses ear goggles, like when he's sleeping, he's to block out the sound. He's got the eye mask there, so he blocks out the light. So he's everything we can do to get to optimize our sleep, our wind down routines at the end of the day. For myself personally, doing some self massage, reading a book, doing some meditation at night. I think Aaron also mentioned that he uses some red light therapy. Just all the different little aspects. We're looking at kind of optimizing our nutrition. Just, I think that was another conversation I had in a recent podcast about fine tuning your diet. Just continuing to make subtle little changes to optimize your diet in a way that's going to, again, optimize your hormones, help you perform better, feel your best, live your best life possible. And the one conversation that I had with one of my clients was that it's okay to not optimize every single thing. Like, have a day where you don't feel like you have to have the best night's sleep. You don't have to eat perfectly. You don't have to do like take the cold shower in the morning, something that I've been doing recently for the past 5-6 months now. There's all these little things that we're doing to try to get that little bit of an edge. Don't feel like you have to do that all the freaking time. It's okay to have a day where you just you're a lazy sloth and you don't optimize a single thing in your life. And I mentioned to him that having a day like that where you're not trying to optimize every single thing in your life actually helps you optimize your life. Your body needs those days. Your mind needs those days where you just freaking shut down. You just chill. It's not really necessarily a break from reality, but you just de-stress, and just, that's a huge thing. Like, stress is a huge factor in our life when it comes to fat loss, muscle building, just our overall well-being, our overall health. So you don't want to turn an optimized lifestyle into a stress in your life. Again, you want it to be something that adds joy, continues adding joy to your life, and allows you to live your life to the fullest. And again, like, having a day where it's not completely optimized, I think gives you so much benefit in so many different aspects of your life. And all three of these conversations tie into each other. If you're trying to get abs or get lean after 40, stay lean after 40, you're trying to make improvements to all aspects of this fitness lifestyle, your workouts, your diet, your sleep, your stress management, you're just trying to improve your physique to the best of your abilities, don't let getting abs and getting lean, getting shredded consume your mind. Don't allow it to become an obsession that robs from other areas of your life. This Jacked After 40 lifestyle is about living your life to the fullest. So make sure that you are experiencing joy from this entire process, and that everything, that it's not detracting from your life. It's the messaging that I'm drilling home in this video right here. I've drilled home in several videos in the past, but it's just these kinds of great conversations that I do have with my clients, that I have with fellow subscribers, that I have with people down in the comment section below in these podcasts and my YouTube videos, where we explore the ways of incorporating all of the aspects of improving our physiques, building our bodies with all the other areas that bring joy to our life. And that's going to be personal to each and every one of us. We all have different joys in our lives. So make sure that you are following a path that enhances all areas of your life, that is not making you feel miserable and just longing for the day that this transformation is finally done and over with, so you can get back to your normal way of living. This should be a normal way of living that is, again, enhancing all areas of life and bringing you great joy throughout the process. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Now I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. I want to hear your thoughts, insights, and feedback. Let's continue this discussion down in the comment section and start new discussions that we can expand on so we can learn and grow from each other's experiences. If you enjoyed this podcast, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from listening to this, do me a favor and share it with them. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Jacked After 40. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next podcast.